Introducing the suspect.
Brought to you by Usual Suspect 6.
Tap into all the shows. Real Conversations with KG.
Is that right now? I'm at peace right now. You know, things get hectic as it gets closer to the fight.
Okay. Do we got a fight?
Yeah, I fight April 10th at the Prudential Center.
Bullshitting on the Beltway with Supreme Beast Boxing.
And now the co is the main event. So that's the way I look at it. That's my philosophy.
Trill Thursdays and Usual Suspect Sundays with hard hits.
It's really just about stacking this money, man. Getting on these singles, damn positive, you know what I'm saying? Putting it in their face by any means.
Tales from the B-side with KG and TD.
Needed to fill out additional paperwork to clarify.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. That is the paperwork that you see there.
And
Okay.
Open Mic featuring you.
You know, yeah, that was a close fight. You know, he got dropped a couple times, but I thought he
We do not care.
wow.
The Usual Suspect.
You know, I'm not having it. Everybody's a suspect today.
Title holder and still undefeated Gabriel El Capitan Maestre.
How is that? And this gets done to him by a bunch of cowards at ringside that never took a punch in their life. I'm sick of it.
Hey, what it do? What it do? What it do, man? It's your boy 503 Line, man. We back at it again with another one, man. Usual Suspect Sundays, man. Subscribe, smash the like button, hype up the video, all that good stuff. What it do? What it do, man? We got we got some boxing to talk about, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go ahead and get right to it. You know, David Benavidez, man, the Mexican monster, man. Hey, man, did David Benavidez just make a statement? Or was this the perfect time for him to go up at cruiserweight, man? It's a lot of stuff to talk about, man, but we will establish this off the bat. The Mexican monster did have the better performance in America, Jack, and that's a fact. The Mexican monster did have the better performance, y'all. And whoever don't like it can kick rocks, because the film don't lie. The film don't lie, man. The film don't lie. And I think Monster Inoue and Juntao Nakatani was the better fight on paper, of course, right? I think Benavidez and Zurdo Ramirez was the better fight on film. I think people will go back and watch David Benavidez more than they will watch Monster Inoue, and I say that respectfully, of course. See, but the thing about it is, though, David Benavidez just did something that we always tend to ask fighters to do. Bet on yourself. If this person don't want to fight you, go out there and make your own lane. Don't sit around and clout chase. Go get to it. Go get active. Move up and wait. Forget a rehydration clause. Forget this. Forget that. Just go get active. That's what David Benavidez did. He not sitting around waiting on Jay Opetaia. He not sitting around waiting on Bivol. He not sitting around waiting on Benavidez. He not sitting around waiting on Canelo. The man is getting to it. Fighting the best available opponent. What more can you ask for in a fighter? If you're a fight fan, man, and you're not satisfied with what David Benavidez has done, you just a hater at this point. You know what I'm saying? You just a hater. And I find it very, very funny, right? We always want to put these other fighters in the pressure cooker. We always want to cook these other fighters. You know, Shakur, Devin Haney, Tank, AJ. We always want to cook these fighters, right? Are we gonna cook Canelo for the duckery and the fuckery that he just pulled last night, or not? We're gonna talk about it though, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about it today on Usual Suspect Sunday, man. I am your host, man, 503 Line. And we got an interesting show to get to today, man. Y'all subscribe, smash that like button, share that stream. Damn right, it's a Usual Suspect team. And we got our first usual suspect in the building. This guy right here, man, is the mad scientist. He is the creator of Shop Usual Suspect 6, the www.usualsuspect6.com. He is the creator of the Drizzip. He is the creator of the Fight Pool. And a lot of people like to call him the R fella. You know what I'm saying? But me, myself, personally, man, I like to call him the mad scientist, man, because he always in the lab cooking some shit up, man. Dang the Blizzard. What it do?
What it do? What you saying? What it going? It's your favorite, yeah, your most hated all fella. Pull up. It's usual suspect Sundays. So smash that like button, share that stream. Damn right. It's a usual suspect team. Salute to everybody pulling up in the chat. You know what I mean? What we simul streaming or simulcasting right now, right? 5 Smoke City Mobcast, salute. Everybody that's pulling up on Hard Hitter Sports and Entertainment, salute. Salute to the usual suspect 6. And of course, salute to the host with the most, Mr. Texas Drip, 503 line. You know what I mean? With the hardest, hottest boxing takes. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. First and foremost, I'd like to salute the new crystal ball holder, 5. We have a new man that's gripping the crystal ball. You know what I mean? A salute to the good doctor, KG. We have completed the season, the long, arduous 14-week season in the usual suspect 6 fight pool. And KG has remained on top. You know what I mean? Salute to him. 54 wins to only 14 crows eaten. You know what I mean? A 79% prediction rate. Salute to the crystal ball holder, the good Dr. KG. You know what I mean? He's having a good weekend. After this program right here, we definitely gonna slide into Tales from the B-side, where him and TD Sports Talk will be hosting the unified super middleweight champion, Lanny Daniels. Yes, indeed. You know what I mean? So, yes, be on the lookout for that. As 503 says, you know what I mean? Make sure y'all go tap in the usualsuspect6.com. Tap in the shop usualsuspect6.com. New drip is continuously added. Of course, the Clean Fighter campaign is on and popping. You know what I mean? The Nightmare Spence tees are starting to fly off the racks, 5. I mean, salute to Nightmare Spence. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And she's definitely garnered a lot of votes and popularity. We came to a conclusion of the US 6 poll that we did for Hannah Gabriel's 5. And the results of that poll for who should Hannah Gabriel's fight next, it was well received. Over 200 votes were casted on our IG page. That's US 6 on IG. Clarissa Shields was the overwhelming winner with 85% of the votes. But salute to Natasha Spence. Nightmare Spence got 11%, easily shading O'Shea Jones. You know what I mean? But yeah, we gonna see what materializes, whether Natasha gets to fight with Hannah or possibly Lanny Daniels. We gonna see, but I digress.
All right, man. Well, shit, you didn't already overly intro my boy up, man. I ain't gonna waste no more time, man. We gonna bring my boy right up in here, man. My boy KG, man. You know what I'm saying? The crystal ball holder, the winner, season 3, man. What's going down with it, big bro? How you feeling?
Hey man, what that damn the champ is here shit on your soundboard? You're supposed to play that. How that champ? Yeah, you're supposed to have that playing. But no, how the hell am I supposed to follow that, man? You know what I'm saying? Our fellas that came in here, and I didn't even know he was going to, you know what I'm saying, speak to me. You know what I'm saying? As far as that, he probably didn't even know I was backstage. I was sitting here just listening. I was like, damn. I said, damn. I was
Yeah.
Nah,
already
B,
damn.
I had you, dog, because I ain't
I-
want to hear your ass if you ain't pull up. Bro, why ain't nobody say nothing about that?
No, because I was and rightfully slow, because I was like, hey man, ain't today my day? Why motherfuckers ain't say nothing? You know what I'm saying? No, man, I fell with his damn intro before he even got to me. I was like, I'm saying to myself, how am I supposed to follow that? I can't. Shout out to the dev chat, man. You know what I'm saying? On all streaming networks or your friend's phone or whoever's Wi-Fi you using. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate the support, man. So shout out to everybody that's here. Shout out to the fellas. I'm here for a short time, not a long time. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta get back
Yeah.
out. I gotta do one more damn turn and then I'll be posted up preparing for later show. You know what I'm saying? I would, you know what I'm saying, appreciate everybody tapped in, man. You know what I'm saying? Over at US6 Sports and Entertainment Hub. Myself, you know what I'm saying, and my co-host TD from the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? We got I feel already said it, you know what I'm saying? Super middleweight, unified super middleweight champion, Lanny Daniels. She gonna pull up and we're gonna chop it up for real, for real.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Y'all be sure to pull up, man, on KG, the crystal ball holder, man. You know what I'm saying? US6 Sports and Entertainment Hub, man. Lonnie Daniels will be on the channel in just a few hours. Coming up real soon, right here on YouTube. All right, man. We ain't gonna waste no time, man. We ain't gonna waste no time. We already almost 20 minutes into the show. And y'all already know how they go, man. All right. We gotta talk about it, man. Statement made. Statement made or just another body, man. We see Zurdo Ramirez being stopped by Benavidez, the Mexican monster, in the 6th round. He got hurt in the 4th round. The speed, the combinations, the timing, the accuracy was just too much for the cowboy, man. The Mexican monster made that boy bend the knee and quit. Let's go ahead and get into the first question of today's show and broadcast, man. What was that a statement win or just perfect timing? We're gonna start off with the good doctor, man. KG, I know you're not gonna be here for a long time. You gotta make moves and shit. So go ahead and open up on the first segment, man. With your perspective, your point of view, and your take, man. Was that a statement win or was that just perfect timing from the Mexican monster?
What was the first statement that you said when you referred to this? Was this statement made when
Or
you first?
just another body?
I want to say it's just another body, and hear me out when I say it. David Benavidez has been, you know what I'm saying, overlooked, shunned, you know what I'm saying, for quite some time. Every time he's done something, it's not enough. It's not enough. You know what I'm saying? Especially when he was, you know what I'm saying, en route to chase Canelo. And you see how persistent he was. He was like, oh, you need me to do this? You need me to climb this mountain? Watch me do it. You know what I'm saying? He was doing pretty much any and everything that he could possibly do after he fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do this. And he was so hell-bent on that. And then when he got into his mind, he said, no, what? I should take my own path. You see how focused he can be. I think, you know what I'm saying, everybody that doubted him, I think is like it's an unwritten revenge list. Everybody that damn get in my way, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, he's not shying away from too much of anything, you know what I'm saying? From, you know what I'm saying, as far as I know. If somebody says anything, he was like, hey, if y'all are saying he's the best, I want to fight him. He's, you know what I'm saying? But you see how they bring up the Canelo thing, and I think it's probably because of the convenience of the environment and that Canelo was in the building. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, somebody's going to ask him about it. He's not going back to no 168 pounds, and Canelo ain't going to meet him at no 75. We all know that. We know that. Based off of that night, how the fight went, nah. It's not going to happen that way, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, Canelo, he's going to steer clear away from him. He'd be lucky if he make it out of the Billy fight. You know what I'm saying? But as far as Dave, I think Dave, you know what I'm saying, he is driven. That his mind is like, it don't matter. And he's even expressed that I'm scared, but at the same time, I'm willing to face every fear to find out if I can, you know what I'm saying, to prove to myself that I can do it. I know that shit sounds like some damn storybook damn type shit, but that's the way his mind is driven. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to get in here and fight whoever this guy is, and if he beats me, he beats me. And he's saying he puts himself. So I think it's a statement to the people that didn't know him or that been doubting him. You know what I'm saying? but they're gonna find a way to criticize that too. They're gonna be like, well, he was slow, but at the same time, he still went up 25 pounds. So no, I think it's just another body, and you know what I'm saying. Whoever's next is gonna catch damn Dave, or Dave gonna catch them, and he gonna keep pressing forward.
Salute to my brother BLTB for always supporting and showing love. I heard BLTB say last night on his stream, I caught the tail end of his fight call stream, and he said that he believes nobody underneath the cruiserweight, from cruiserweight on down, nobody beats him. The only resistance David Benavidez will have will be at heavyweight.
I can't all the way agree with that.
Yeah, that was an interesting take from BFTB. Yeah. I just wanted to throw that out there for context, but okay, all fella, let me slide back to you, my guy. How do you feel about it, man? Was that a statement win or just perfect timing? Statement made or just another body on the resume for the Mexican Monster? How are you feeling about the win last night over Zurdo Ramirez from David Benavidez?
This wasn't another body. You could possibly categorize Anthony Lyons in the camp yard as another body. I'm a man that's been through a plethora of wars and always came short at the championship level. Zurdo Ramirez was a little bit different, if not a little bit, a lot different. He was on a great roll, a great stretch, moving up from light heavyweight after he was defeated by Dimitri Bivol, going up to cruiserweight and unified champion. So that in itself is a statement for David Benavidez to move up in weight and fight a more than serviceable champion at cruiserweight. And we're not talking about a 4-pound weight elevation. We're talking about 25 pounds, from 175 to 200 pounds. That's the gap that David Benavidez was able to go to and exceed expectations. I was expecting a competitive fight, and what I saw was a pound for pound spectacular performance, a unveiling of a star, a superstar type performance. David Benavidez took, once again, a good to above average champion and made him look pedestrian. You know what I mean? And put him on the sidewalk for the hospital, for the ambulance, for him to pick up. You know what I mean? Because that eye was lost in swollenness. You know what I mean? Ridiculous. I've never, it's rarely you see a man being able to throw 20 punch, 30 punch combinations. Like, you know what I mean? You know how you do doing shadow boxing and you just doing the speed combos and whatnot? David Benavidez is able to apply that in the fight. You know what I mean? And low key, when you're doing that, a lot of times when you see that, you call it shoe shining, correct? Shoe shining usually doesn't amount to a lot of damage. It's flashy, you know what I mean? It will get you points if they're accurate, but it usually doesn't amount to a lot of damage. It doesn't usually lead to a knockout. Not with El Monstro. You get shoe shine by David Benavidez. You know what I mean? You getting put out. You're getting your orbital bone fractured straight up and down. So absolute spectacular performance, which deserves more than considerations to elevate him on my pound for pound list. In fact, Shakur Stevenson gets bumped down.
Nasty work. Nasty work. Nasty work, bro. Why Shakur got to get knocked down, bro?
This fashion of beating. If we compare
you
the
niggas
two,
find any way to hate on Shakur,
nigga. If we compare the two, 503. Listen here. If we compare the two, which was it's pretty much the same criteria. Shakur moved up in weight, you know what I mean, and fought the so-called or close to the number one or the number two guy at 140. In fact, he fought the number one guy, you know what I mean. Then David Benavidez moved up in weight, fought the number two guy, and look how he got rid of him in quick fashion. Zurdo never seen that before. Never seen that type of speed. 503.
You see, even after 200 rounds. Nah, but Shakur did it more so. You know what I'm saying? You know, he did it more so defensively. Dave was on the offensive tip, so that does damn stand out.
Yeah. Of course, it's gonna.
It was a defensive virtuoso as well.
That looks there, and look, everybody from the past that used to criticize Dave about his defense, saying he was Frankenstein and saying Roy Jones need to be nowhere near him. I saw a lot of flashes of what Roy has damn instilled in him. You know what I'm saying? The slipperiness. You know what I'm saying? Hands. You know what I'm saying? Hands made. You synced it. You know
Let me guess. He looked like Floyd Mayweather and James Toney with the shoulder roll. Let me guess.
No. But Dave, look, you can tell everybody. You know what I'm saying? He's taking the criticism to heart, and everybody that said something about him, he has done his best. You know what I'm saying, to try to implement it while still trying to be himself with the high output. Because you see him framing with punches, holding his arm up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Blocking, holding things off. So. Who you see do that? Bud used to do a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? Hold you up, boom, still punches. So he's still a student of the game. So everybody that's allowed this kid to get better in this time is like everybody is up. Like I said, what BFTB said, I don't agree with it because, like I said, he still, you know what I'm saying, when he gets hit, he still can get put on his heels, but nobody's been able to land that second punch. You see what I'm saying? But what if he comes across, lands him with that one punch that really damn puts him there on as Oddfellow would say, Queer Street. So that's the iffy part with him. But other than that, you can't dog with him. He gonna dog you the fuck out.
Okay. Yeah, man. This to me, like I say, man, this was a statement win. I got no ill will towards Benavidez, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you proved me all the way wrong. I thought this was gonna be a 12 round back and forth war. I thought Zurdo was gonna be able to use his weight and his size to his advantage, but it's clear as day, man, that was not a factor. You know what I'm saying? The skills that the Mexican monster possessed in this fight was just truly too much for Zurdo to handle. You know what I'm saying? And it's not really nothing else to say on that part. Now, I did see improvements on the defense. I will say that. Dave does get pieced up a lot. And that's why we're gonna talk about this in a few. Because Jay Opetaia did tweet out to him. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I got this fight card up here so everybody can see the segments and the conversation and how we flowing and how we going. Let's go ahead and move to the next question. And once again, man, I appreciate everybody in the chat rocking out with us, man. Y'all definitely engaging. I want to say thank y'all to everybody. I can't say everybody, you know what I'm saying, but I do see my people in the chat. I see my boy Tyre LLV 4938. I see my sis, yes indeed, up in here. My boy Mizak say, what did BFTB say? BFTB said that David Benavidez doesn't have any problems, or he beats everybody from cruiserweight on down. He probably won't have no real smoke from cruiserweight on down until if he goes to heavyweight. That's basically what he said. I'm paraphrasing. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, this ain't no disrespect to my Brody. I just thought that was an interesting take. You you know what I'm saying, on the show last night. You know what I'm saying? So salute to bro for having that mindset. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. Let's go ahead and move on to the next question. Did we learn something new about Benavidez or just confirm what we already knew? KG, I'm gonna start with you, man. Now you and Mac are the biggest Benavidez fans in the usual suspects. I joined the bandwagon late. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna act like I'm the biggest David Benavidez fan, but you and Mac, y'all been down since day one. You know what I'm saying? So did you learn something new about Benavidez, or did this fight last night just confirm what we already knew? What's your thoughts, Kay?
A lot of it was, you know what I'm saying, to confirm what I knew, but at the same time, I'm learning more and more, and I think he might want to start accepting it too. Nigga, you are a lot more comfortable at these heavier weights. Because everybody was like in awe and like surprised to see, man, how's he able to throw so many punches being that heavy? And this I'm like, because he's naturally there. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, he had to be sure of himself, or however management had him set up to stay at 68, or you know what I'm saying, go, you know what I'm saying, however it was. But the way he was at 200 last night, I know, you know what I'm saying, he don't pass the eye test to some people, but it ain't no bodybuilding contest. You know what I'm saying? He is, the way his build is not appeasing the people, but he's able to be fluent because he don't have a lot of muscles weighing him down. You know what I'm saying? So he's able to flow, and he's throwing punches at a rate from the inside and from the outside. And I heard some people saying they needed to keep Dave from getting to the inside. I'm like, they need to be worried about that mid range, because looking at the little stuff that they be putting out throughout the week, he's in the damn top 3 for most accurate jab. So I'm like, so if he's able to pluck you at mid range, what you think he's doing on the inside? You know what I'm saying? And Zurdo's bigger than him, so he was just like, bro, I'm able to work the inside, the outside, and from the mid range. He was at the work. He pretty much worked the whole damn tree. So it's like I was reaffirmed, but I was more so learning the fact. I was like, damn, his defense is really starting to evolve. He still gets hit, but the way he's evolving, like he's still able to slip and roll with these punches, and the way he's moving, I'm like, bro, he plays with his son the same way. Don't let his son punch him in the face. You know what I'm saying? So he's just slipping. I was like, and the way he was doing it to Zurdo, I was like, so that what I can say, that's what I, you know what I'm saying, learned more about him, that he's actually being more prideful when it comes to developing his defense. So he can actually be, as what people would see as reckless with throwing all the punches that he's throwing. So, but yeah, they better not let him keep growing. That's all I'm saying. Because if he keep picking up steam, and somebody like a Opetaia hitting the way, you know what I'm saying, way he's then beating these guys up, can he do the same thing with the output that Dave has? And can Dave take what he, you know what I'm saying, dishes out in return? So that's, if he keeps evolving.
Who has the better resume right now, in your opinion? Opetaia or Benavidez?
Benavidez.
Okay. Yeah. I just wanted to get that. I just want you to say that before you left.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna cut out, fellas, and I'm gonna be listening in the chat as I'm setting up. But shout out to everybody, you know what I'm saying, that's tuning in, to everybody that enjoyed those fights last night, because it was a lot of good fights though. Because I know y'all gonna tap on that too. So yeah. But other than that, man, shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to US6. Because everybody do fit the description, like we didn't say. You know what I'm saying? But I see y'all later, man.
Yes, sir. Y'all be sure to tune in, man. You know what I'm saying? We got Lonnie Daniels coming up real soon, man, on US6 Sports Entertainment Hub with KG and his co-host, man, TD, man. You know what I'm saying? Thomas from the Brizonks, man. TD Sports Talk. That's going down in a few. Once we end this stream, I need everybody to go over there and support US6 and Sports and Entertainment Hub. If you're not subscribed, go subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Bunch of dope content over there. KG do his motherfucking thug thizzle. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gotta tap in with my bro, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, fella, what you got, man? Did we learn something new about Benavidez, or did it just confirm what we already knew?
I learned 2 things, Five. Um, first off, shame on me for body shaming Dave. I was talking about up in the group chat.
Yeah.
Nigga had some loose meat. Pause. And all that shit really didn't matter at all. I learned that David can move up 25 pounds and even look more spectacular. Still maintain his hand speed, still maintain his gas tank, and ultimately maintain his composure when he's breaking his opponent down. You know what I mean? So we learned that. We learned that he's also officially a top pound for pound fighter. It was questionable. You had a lot of us thinking that he was on the bottom end of the pound for pound list. I think he in our last usual suspect 6 pound for pound, he was number 6 if I'm not mistaken. Right now after that performance, I think it's immediate elevation. You know what I mean? So once again, we learned that he's a top tier pound for pound talent. But on the negative side, I learned one thing about David Benavidez, that he's a corporate employee of the month. Yes. A corporate
Why he corporate employee of the month?
a corporate employee of the month.
Because he said he wasn't fighting for the Zuffa belt, nigga. That got you in your feelings, nigga.
Yeah. It does got me.
I know. I already know what it was.
It does got me in my feelings because you showing your allegiance to the booger belt. You showing your allegiance to the WBC. You know what I mean? And what the fool doesn't understand, what he's misleading, where he's misleading the boxing and the casual boxing fan base is it's not about the Zuffa belt, David Benavidez. You know what I mean? Because don't be like, oh, why'd you go over there to Zuffa if you wanted to get these fights? Don't forget, David Benavidez, it's all about being a lineal. It's all about being the Ring Magazine champion, because you know what that signifies? That you're number one. What? So David Benavidez don't care about being number one no more?
Okay,
Hold on. He just cares
man.
about
You jumping ahead of the show, brother.
Yeah, bro.
Calm down. We gonna get to Jay Opetaia, man. We gonna get to him, man. I know you gotta put.
Just saying.
I know you gotta put your Zuffa cap on and represent for the guys. You know what I mean? I get it.
Illustrating, Five. I'm just illustrating the fact that David Benavidez is put on his corporate hat. He put on his corporate hat, talking that Zuffa junk when there's the real belt you're supposed to be going after.
What's the real belt?
The real status. The real status that you should be trying to acquire.
Who is
the man that cruiserweight? Was it Ramirez or was it Jai Opetaia?
Bro, we had this conversation Thursday. Don't do this, bro. We had this conversation Friday. Thursday, bro.
Come on now.
Zurdo had 2 belts, and he had a better resume than Jay Opetaia, bro.
We ain't talking about resumes. We talking about lineal status. We talking about Ring Magazine belt, and Zurdo didn't have
who is the ring belt associated with?
Who? Huh?
The ring belt is associated with who?
Jai Opetaia.
And who is he? Who is he signed to? Who is Opetaia signed to?
Zuffa.
Does Zuffa and Ring Magazine aren't there ran by the same entity?
Yes, correct. But didn't Jai Opetaia have the Ring Magazine belt before he got signed to Zuffa? What's good?
Man,
What's good
man,
now?
they
Stop
gave
it, bro.
bro. Who?
Stop it,
Hold
bro.
on, hold
What
on.
is you talking
Who did? Because you really about to take me there. Who did Jay Opetaia beat to get the belt?
Oh, now we back to resume game. Now we
I'm
back to
just
resume
saying,
game,
bro.
bro. You know what I mean?
Who did he beat?
Just tell the people right now you on the Benavidez bandwagon.
No, I'm
You know what I
not,
mean?
bro. No, I'm not. Okay, man. Let's go ahead and move on to the next to the next question, man. Is this win better than anything he did at 168, 175? Yes or no, and why? For me, I'm gonna say yeah. Just based off of the simple fact why me and my brother is having this debate, right? That tells you everything that you need to know. Because if people didn't care for real, they wouldn't be saying the things that they're saying, right? Going up to cruiserweight, 25 pounds, fighting arguably, some will say Zurdo was the best, right?
No, who?
Some will say he was the best. You're not gonna say he was the best
find me
because
those idiots who the best. Please, somebody in the chat out there. Somebody in the chat, please put it in the chat.
On paper, nigga, Zurdo was the best, nigga. Get over it. I'm with you all the way 100,000%, Shower. This nigga need to get over it, man. Everybody ain't fucking with Zuffa, man. You know what I'm saying? This was the best win.
Ain't about Zuffa.
This was the best win that David Benavidez has had in his career. Once again. And David Benavidez got a lot of good names on the resume. Caleb Plant, Boo Boo Andrade, David Morrell, Anthony Yard, Andre Durrell, the dog Durrell. He got some decent names on the resume, right? So to go up another notch, go up in weight, and fight one of the best guys in the weight, 1A, 1B, whatever you want to label Zurdo Ramirez.
We'll label him number 2, my nigga. Let's not stretch.
All right, man. Hold on. Cause I fell on his bullshit, man. I need some backup, man, to get this nigga in his place, man. We got our third usual suspect in the building, man. Who put this shit together, man? You know what I'm talking about?
My sparring partner.
His favorite sparring partner, man. Finna come put this nigga in his motherfucking place, man. We got Mac in the motherfucking building, man. Stay ready, Mac, man. Hold on, let me bring my mans up here, man. Hold up.
Well, go
Mac,
down.
what it do?
You know, I gotta come in. I'm over here grocery shopping. Just got through doing a hell of an interview with Shakur Stevenson, and then I hear some bullshit over Zuffa. Nigga, I don't like Zuffa. Like I like the premise of Zuffa, but the shit that they pulling, they just as crooked as the rest of these motherfuckers. And you want this nigga to go over and fight somebody who don't, nigga, his best win was Meredith Breeders after he lost to Usyk. Nigga, this nigga is not the best fighter at cruiserweight. The nigga got lucky and got the fucking ring against the person that got the ring. Nigga, the nigga is not the best fighter at cruiserweight. Hey, don't give me the eye test. I don't even want to hear the eye test shit. I get tired of that eye test shit. Nigga, cause that's why everybody think Boop's gonna beat Xander. It's because of the eye test. Nigga, he got power and this nigga got tired versus Brandon Glanton.
Oh man.
Reaching,
then David Benavidez.
I heard 2 reaches already.
Then David Benavidez called him out in the post conference at the end. So don't give me he acting like the corporate dude. He called the nigga out.
Nah. Check that. Jai Opetaia called the nigga out.
No, go watch the nigga post.
Out. And now he complaining. Now he playing corporate games talking about, oh, why he had to go over there to Zuffa if he wanted to make these fights. Stop it, nigga. You
It's
can
the
still make the
truth.
fight. And what you talking about Zuffa for, when you should be focused on being the lineal champ and the Ring Magazine champ, because it's the man who beats the man, and Opetaia is the
So
man.
let me ask you something. Is Zuffa a boxing league or are they a promotional company?
As of right now, they're a promotional company.
Well, if they got to promote
503. Have we seen a Zuffa ranking yet?
but you seen somebody get a Zuffa belt?
Yeah, but we haven't seen
That-
no
A,
Zuffa rankings yet,
a
because
Zuffa,
Congress hasn't officially passed all them amendments for the UBO to have their own rankings.
and you know what's crazy? And you know what's crazy is they going to Congress to repeal the motherfucking Muhammad Ali Act. That's some more bullshit that Zuffa
Nah,
doing.
nah, nah. You talking some more bullshit. You know what I mean? Because there'll be two options. Once again, you must have missed the numerous streams we've been talking about, because me as well as KG have avidly studied the Revival Act, and nowhere in the Revival Act does it say that the original Muhammad Ali Act will be removed or altered. This is a separate act, and fighters will have the option to go with the Revival Act or stay with the Old Guard Act. And mind you, Mac, this Old Guard Act doesn't apply to fighters in the UK and in the European Union. So why y'all niggas ain't crying about that? Why y'all niggas ain't crying about lifetime contracts that fighters are in over there in the UK, and promoters being wearing two hats, being a promoter and a manager at the same time? Ain't
You know
nobody
why?
crying
You
about
know why
that.
we
But
can't comply?
now all of a sudden you want to talk about Zuffa
I
and
can't cry about that because hey,
and spin and exaggerate and stretch and say, they trying to take down the Muhammad Ali Act. No, brother, there's two options:
I can't
red
cry
pill
about that
or
at all.
blue pill.
I
You
can't
live and
cry
you
about
learn.
I can't cry about other countries. I can only cry about what's going on in my country. We have the Muhammad Ali Act in America. If these other countries ain't gonna fight for themselves, then why the hell am I gonna fight for them? And I don't live over there. I can't make the laws over there in those countries at all. I can't change those laws, but I know what I can change here in America. Like I'm not crying for nobody. We have that law here in America, nigga. Nobody else have that shit.
And like we
That's
said,
not up for me
like
to
we
make
was
that cry.
saying about a week ago, what is this law doing for old boy Virgil Ortiz?
Oh, it's setting him up. He as far as getting him out of his situation because he's able to fight for it. If he'd have signed a lifetime contract, he wouldn't be able to fight. He wouldn't even be able to get out of his contract. He's stuck over there.
Yeah, man, this is gonna be an ongoing conversation with Zuffa, man, because like I say, everything is evolving and progressing. It could be for the good in some people's eyes, it could be for the bad. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you to deter what you believe in and what you don't believe in, right? But right now we are on the cuffs of possibly getting a big fight with Jay Opetaia and David Benavidez, but politically the politics are not aligning right now. But who's to say? We know that Dave Benavidez has a great relationship with Turk Al-Sheikh. Turk Al-Sheikh seemed to be very, very happy and excited after watching that performance. So let's see if the Turk, you know what I'm saying, work his 1-2, work his magic. You know what I'm saying? It's still room for this fight to be made. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see how all that plays out. I don't want to get into the Ali Act and all this. You know what I'm saying? We didn't already talked about that. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna see how this new Ali Act benefits or hurts the fighters. You know what I'm saying? We will be paying close attention to it, But right here, right now, man, it's about David Benavidez. It's about Monster Inoue. It's about the return of the Charlos. Return of Mel Charlo, return of Earl Spence, Tim Zoo. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, man, It's about Lonnie Daniels pulling up on US6 Sports Entertainment Hub. It's about the Agnew podcast. Finna get ready and drop a dope interview with Shakur Stevenson. That's what it's about right now, right? It's about Usual Suspect Sundays, man, right here, right now. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Subscribe, smash that like button, share that stream down right. It's the Usual Suspect team. Okay, man. All fella, we gonna get back to the topic at hand, man. Is this the best win? Is this win better than anything Dave did at 168 or 175? Yes, no, or and why?
Yeah, most definitely. This is a chart topping hit, 503. David, he had some hits previously. A nice hit with the UD against Caleb Plant. He had a nice hit with the Boo Boo Andre fight. You could say he had a kind of like an underground hit, because that's one of the fights I could remember when I first learned about David Benavidez. And I mean, when he beat Porky Medina. But this right here against Zurdo Ramirez, yeah, this is a #1 chart topper right here. Better than anything he's produced thus far. We've already been through it. In our previous discussion, the man moved up 25 pounds and styled on the #2 cruiserweight with 2 belts and made him look pedestrian. Yeah. This was better than anything he did at 168. His battles at 175, Vostik, David Morrell, who was able to land a flash knockdown that certain haters will be quick to bring up. His performance against Anthony Yard was memorable, but it wasn't nearly as spectacular and deemed the amount of challenge against a credible, active competitor and champion. So, yeah, this is his best win thus far, putting him in superstar status.
Okay. Mac, what you say, man? Is this win better than anything he did at 168, 175? Yes or no, and why? Oh shit, Mac, you there? Mac must have fell off. Okay, yeah. He said, "Yeah, man, you made that nigga so mad, man. He had to he had to exit out the grocery store to come get on this
probably at the cashier and shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, this was a good win, man. Kurt Robinson says Turkey has PBC also under his umbrella, a percentage with Al Heyman, Peter, Nick Khan, and Dana White, man.
There you go.
Salute to my brother TD, man, for pulling double duty on Rumble. I appreciate that, bro.
Oh, yeah, you on Rumble right now too?
Yeah. We trying to get
you didn't figure it out, huh?
Yeah, we trying to goddamn get the Rumble active, man. I'm talking about. Okay, man, let's go ahead and move on. Like I said, I got a plethora of questions, and we don't have a lot of time. So yeah, we're gonna kind of run through these, man. Real quick. Jai Opetaia calls him out. Is that a real next fight or clout timing? Once again, man, Jai Opetaia did put the tweet out. He said, "Enjoy your victory, champ. See you soon." I also went to pull the clip of Mr. Benavidez talking about Jai Opetaia, and this is what he had to say. Hold up.
How important is it for you to get a chance to fight him without all the red tape in the way?
I mean, I think that's the biggest fight in the world, especially at this weight division. You know, and that's definitely a fight I want. Like I said, I'm not scared of nobody. This is Monstro's world. And if he wants to get that fight, we get that fight. I don't know why he went to Zuffa. We could have made this fight right after this one. You know, but now I don't know if he got stripped by the IBF or what it is. You know, I'm not going to go over there and fight for a Zuffa title. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think that would be a great fight to make in the future. And I mean, I respect Jai Opetaia a lot. He's a great fighter. And I think he has to come back over here to make these fights happen because, you know, we can't make no fights in Zuffa.
So that's what I wanted to secondarily ask was that, do you feel like fighters are losing their power by going over to Zuffa?
I think that, I mean, yeah, I think they definitely are losing the power. I mean, it's just a lot of politics in that. You know, I think Dana White has showed that he doesn't want to do fights with PBC, DAZN. And I don't want to even feel like, I don't want to sound like I'm disrespecting him, but that's just what it looks like from the outside. If we could come to an agreement and make a big fight, let's do it.
Jai Opetaia.
Yeah.
How important is it?
Hey, let's go ahead and pause it right there, man. If y'all haven't seen the clip, man, you just heard it right here live and direct, man, on Usual Suspect Sundays, man. Yeah, man. So Dave had a lot to say, man. Fella, what's your take, man? How you feeling about this?
He had a spectacular performance inside the ring, but outside the ring, he stunk it up. Outside the ring, he straight stunk it up. You know what I mean? With those comments, because he admittedly said himself in that audio clip that this is the biggest fight in the world in the within the cruiserweight division. But why would I want to go over there to fight for that Zuffa belt? Well, once again, my brother, you're not going over there to fight for the Zuffa belt. You're going over there to fight for the #1 status. You're going over there to fight for linealship. You're going over there to fight for that Ring Magazine belt that is currently possessed by Jai Opetaia. It's the man that beats the man. You know what I mean? So don't tell me about why would I go over there to Zuffa. Secondly, ain't nobody asking you to go over to the league, the so-called league that Zuffa's putting together. Because one thing that they've shown us in the last couple events that they've hosted, the first event that they inaugurally hosted was not Zuffa, a traditional Zuffa boxing event. It was Canelo versus Crawford. Another boxing event that wasn't a traditional Zuffa boxing event was Fury versus Makhmudov, featuring Conor Ben versus Regis Prograis on the co-main. So Zuffa boxing and the people behind Zuffa boxing, whether you want to call it Sailor or TKO group, they have the capabilities of making fights outside of the league. Outside of the league, Netflix fights. Why you go over to PBC, David? You gonna be on Netflix being on PBC? You gonna get to work 3 times a year on PBC? They're gonna pop up for you 3 times a year, David Benavidez? We should be asking you the same question. I mean, so I think that shit was idiocy. I think it could be a real possibility that this could be the next fight if David decides to stay at the cruiserweight division. If he decides, instead of going down there and waiting for the possibility of Bivol.
Yes, sir. Salute to Rob Singleton, man. Salute to that Tone Chill guy. Salute to Giovanni 1986, man. Kurt Robinson say you going to fight for the lineal status. The homie say he did Zurdo like he did Porky Mundina. Giovanni says if Zuffa ain't paying, what's the point in leaving? Yeah. Well, Zuffa got a history of overpaying fighters, man. Especially above average fighters, right? You know what I'm saying?
They also got a history of not taking sanctioning fees, but it seems like old corporate David loves giving WBC and now the WBA and the WBO sanctioning fees.
Yeah, man. Captain Zuffa is on the tail, man. Let me say this, man. I like Ja Opetaia, but you are in a funny position, you know what I'm saying? Because you in your last fight, right? Opetaia last fight, he fought Glenn, got stripped of his title, wasn't able to keep his title, had to get the Zuffa title. Before that, you know what I'm saying? Before he even went to Zuffa, he was on Matchroom. He was fighting on the zone. He wasn't really getting the best fights. So I think Opetaia really needs this fight with David Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? It's a damn good fight. I feel like this is a real fight because this could be a real fight because, like I said, Turkey Al-Sheikh is the common denominator between both sides. We know that Turk does business with the PBC. He has done business with David Benavidez. Dave was on one of his headline cards in Riyadh. You know what I'm saying? I know that Turk is loyal to guys that come to Riyadh and fight for him, or guys that come over there and do business with him. So let's see if this could be worked out. I do agree with all fella on one take that this fight is for lineal. You know what I'm saying? That is what matters the most to me, right? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm not gonna sit up here and act like that the Ring magazine isn't a part of corporate America as well, because that is tied directly to Turk Al-Sheikh and all his counterparts, right? Mac, what you got on Jay Opetaia calling out Benavidez? You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about it? Benavidez responding. What's your take, brother?
I love Benavidez's response because Benavidez is still the old guard. He's like he said, you want to fight, come over here. You shouldn't have went over there. And how I felt, I heard what you said. I was going through my parking garage losing figures. But I heard you when you said they can make fights outside of the league. Well, if that's the case, make the fight outside of the league because you got fighters like David Benavidez that's not going to that league to fight. So if they want that fight, and I'm not gonna give David Benavidez no problem if he don't want to go over there. This is new shit. Don't nobody know how that new shit gonna work. We don't even know if it's gonna fail or not.
You gonna be saying the same thing with Devin Haney on that Zuffa side?
I don't give a damn what Devin do either. Yeah.
And how do you expect a Devin Haney Garcia fight to get made?
I think Mac is the wrong person to ask about Devin Haney.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I ain't no Devin Haney crusader, my boy.
Is Oscar De La Fitness gonna let the gringo fight inside the league, Mac?
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you.
There's
hold on.
tiers.
I'm gonna be honest with you when it comes to Oscar and Uncle Fester. Oscar wants that shit to fail bad as fuck. So it ain't shit that Uncle Fester can do to make Oscar gonna want to send one of his fighters over there. And if that's the case, it's not gonna hurt Ryan at all because he not fighting somebody that's over there with Zuffa. because we see what Zuffa trying to do. And I don't even like the gringo. And I'd be damned if you sit here and make me take up for that motherfucker.
Go ahead, put on your cape, bro.
Boy, hell no.
Oh, fella, you got the biggest cape on of them all, man. You're
Right
Captain
now.
Zuffa, nigga. Nigga, you're soaring over these boxing skies, nigga, trying to
Nah,
convince everybody to be
To
down with
go to
Zuffa, nigga.
Zuffa.
Nah, pause. Good pause. 'Cause you're talking some gay shit right now, Five. Talking some gay shit. Before y'all niggas was calling me Captain Zuffa, I was Captain Lineal. Huh? And that's who I remain as.
Captain Lineal. Okay.
Yeah. Let's
Okay.
go.
I'm listen, man. I'm with it. I'm with it because I have seen guys from Zuffa go on Netflix, right? We just seen Conor Ben and Regis on Netflix. The Agnew podcast, Mac, Val, said Q, they had Regis on they platform, right? So we seen it. So Benavidez and Opetaia can't goddamn get on Netflix, nigga. David
I'm not saying
Benavidez.
they can't. I'm not saying they can't. I'm just saying if that's what you want to do, that's the way you're gonna have to do it.
That's the only way it's gonna get done.
Because the nigga ain't fighting for no Zuffa belt.
And I'll say I would go as far as to say shit. I think if Devin Haney come over there, I think shit Devin Haney would want to be on Netflix. Shit, we know Dev about that bag, so why not?
That's the whole point of Devin going to Zuffa.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Shit, you put Dave on Netflix. You put listen, man. If Dana White and Nick Khan is smart, bro, they will put a star-studded Netflix card. You put Dave on there, you put Devin on there, you put Berlanga on there, you put Conor Ben on there, you put Africa on there, you put all your big fighters, big name fighters on Netflix. You know what I'm saying? And you just sell that shit to the subscribers. That, you know what I'm saying? Dave Benavidez, he got Mexico behind him. Opetaia got New Zealand and Australia. Dev got the black fans. Africa got the black fans. Berlanga got Puerto Rico. Conor Ben got the UK. Streaming numbers gonna go crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I would do. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. All right, man. Let's go ahead and move on. Name one fighter at this weight that beats Benavidez right now and how. Name one fighter at cruiserweight that beats David Benavidez and how. Matt, go ahead.
Nobody. And how is because nobody can. I'm gonna tell you. I don't think Jai Opetaia can beat him. But if anybody was to beat him, if anybody at cruiserweight was to beat him, it would be Jai Opetaia because that motherfucker punching. One thing I ain't gonna do is deny that motherfucker's power. He got some motherfucking power, goddamn. And I ain't gonna knock that shit. That nigga hit. And in any fight, you got to punch his chance. And his power is the reason why. It ain't shit. And I know David Benavidez got a beard on him because he got hit with some shit last night that had his head snapping back. And he turned right around and started hitting him with serious. I ain't never seen nobody that big though. So
yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. He was getting hit, but the defense, is looking better. I'm gonna say this too, Mac. I seen that elbow. Your boy threw in that motherfucker too.
I saw that elbow he threw too. Shit. Hey, if the ref ain't calling, then oh well, let it ride. I'm gonna tell you now.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just saying shit. I can't sit there and say that the ref should have called that shit. But that ain't why he took that knee. That elbow ain't got nothing to do with that orbital bone. That orbital bone gone.
Yeah.
That elbow ain't have nothing. That boy was getting hit that boy was getting shoe shine, man. With
Indeed.
some shit.
Yeah, man. Fella, man, name one fighter at this weight that beats Benavidez right now and how.
Jai Opetaia. Okay. Jai Opetaia is levels above what Zurdo Ramirez was bringing to the table, other than the fact that he had 2 belts. Because inside the ring, Jai Opetaia is the most powerful puncher in the cruiserweight division. And it's not stationary power, 503. He has mobile power, power in motion. So Jai Opetaia can utilize his his footwork, dip in between mid range and long range on his back foot, and still be able to land one punch, knockout, execution style power. You know what I mean? Footwork is on a way higher level than Zurdo Ramirez. We're talking about. We're talking about a fighter that's able to execute punches and bunches as well. So David Benavidez can definitely take one punch, but who's effectively been able to land that second or third shot? Jai Opetaia has the capabilities of doing so. Pedigree, Jai Opetaia would be the best opponent Benavidez has fought thus far. And same in reverse mode for Jai Opetaia. Opetaia has dog and determination. Fought Benavidez, the lineal cruiserweight champion, twice. You know what I mean? In the first fight, got his jaw broke. Shout out our people in the chat reminding us that he got his jaw broke. But did he lose that fight getting his jaw broke? A lot of mans I've seen get their jaw broke and falter, fight defensively for the rest of the fight. I've seen a lot of mans go back to their corner and ask for their corner to stop the fight because they can't take the pain. Not Jai Opetaia. He went in there and continued to fight and won that championship belt the hard way. And then when people had questions about that, he doubled it up and beat Benavidez, the same Benavidez that probably has gave the great Alexander Usyk his toughest fight to date. He doubled that up and beat.
I thought that was Derek Chisora.
No, it was Benavidez actually. You can go back and watch that fight. Okay, so he has that. And one thing that I think a lot of people are overlooking before I land the plane, 503, is Jai Opetaia has a considerable size advantage. 6'2.5". So he's coming in there the same size. Same size as Zurdo Ramirez, but all the way cut up. With footwork, ability to move, power in motion, dog determination, a world-class chin, and the man that was on a streak of hospitalizing top-tier contenders. Yeah.
You had to throw that in there, huh?
3 in a row, 5. But I'll land the plane on that.
Did he put Glenn in the hospital?
That remains to be seen.
No, sir, he did not put Glenn in the hospital, man. Fuck out of here, boy. Look, ain't nobody beating David Benavidez, bro. And the reason why is because stylistically, right? Everybody thinks that Jai Opetaia is that guy. It's cool. My brother Arfella is making a strong, valid case for Opetaia. I'm cool with that, right? But see, if you really watch the film and you looking at the styles, David Benavidez has been in there with a lot of different styles, right? And we talking about under the bright lights where it count, not in sparring. We're not even gonna talk about the sparring he's had, right? But when you look at his body of work, bro, You look at the southpaws, right? Look at the southpaws he's faced, right? Demetrius Andrade comes to mind, right? David Morrell, boxers, movers, guys with great footwork, like how my brother Arthur is alluding to. Caleb Plant, another one. I think Caleb Plant probably gave Benavidez the toughest fight out of everybody, right? These are guys that Dave has beat pretty easily, in my opinion, right? I just think stylistically, man, he could be, he's ready for a guy like Opetaia, right? I don't think Opetaia is ready for a guy like Dave, bro. Nobody who he has fought has mentally or physically prepared him to fight a guy like David Benavidez, bro. Nobody. And see, that's the thing about these European guys or these guys in Australia. When they come to America, bro, and they fight these American guys that have seen every style, because everybody comes to America to get the sauce, to get the script, to get the playbook. Hiding out there in Australia down under, mate, it's gonna come back and bite you in your bosom, big boy. Mark
so
my
now,
words.
So now we clowning him because he from down under.
I'm clowning him. I'm clowning him because he has hid out down under. He ain't like Boy Wonder. He ain't like Cambosis. Cambosis came to America, Jack, and got it on. That's one thing I can't say about Cambosis.
Bro, stop.
Your boy Opetaia didn't do that, bro.
Name me 5 good American cruiserweights, bro. Acting like cruiserweights live in America. It's not. It doesn't go down like that.
It don't. But Zurdo was the number 2.
Thank you for confirming that.
I'm just saying, bro.
No. America, you in America right now? North America, South America. Zurdo is from America. He's from Central America.
That's a fact.
Who am I confirming?
I'm just saying,
no,
man.
You confirming that he number 2.
I'm just saying though, bro. Like, I like Opetaia. I think Opetaia is a damn good fighter, bro. But him, bro, if you go back and watch him, bro, I only remember him fighting in Australia, gang, or New Zealand, or what, whatever city, wherever region he from, bro. When he was with Eddie Hearn, that's what Eddie Hearn had him on, bro. He had him in that region, you know what I'm saying, fighting out there, bro. He didn't go nowhere and get it on. Why do we love Usyk so much? Because Usyk was the ultimate road warrior, bro. Usyk went everywhere and got it on from the Ukraine, bro. He fought everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like I said with Cambosis, bro. Cambosis was a road warrior, bro. He came to America. He went to the UK. Cambosis did that. I can't take nothing away from that, bro. Even Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? Lomachenko was a road warrior. Came to New York. You know what I'm saying? He went to the UK. Like, Loma did the same thing. Earl Spence, Devin Haney, bro. The list goes on and on and on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Earl Spence finna have to go down under and fight Tim Tszyu to revive his career. You feel me? Like, why Opetaia can't do that?
Where's Opetaia's next fight gonna be, 5?
In America.
Okay, what we talking about then, bro? Where was his last fight?
In America.
Okay, what we talking about, bro?
Bro,
you trying to hold Eddie Hearn against him, bro.
Bro, he just now in his first fight with Zuffa fought in America, bro. And when he fought in America, bro, let's just keep it real. He fought Brandon Gladden, bro.
Is Glenn not a top 10 cruiserweight?
But is he Zurdo?
Hell no.
Was Zurdo accepting applications at the time?
Now you got to be accepted applications. Man.
Yeah, Zurdo wasn't receiving no calls.
I see, bro. I can't do this with you, bro. I can't.
Nobody trying to fight the Nigerian nightmare.
And let me say this too. Why if the cruiserweight division was so trash, why didn't Jay Opetaia go down in weight or go up in weight and fight better competition?
He too big for
pause.
He not too big for heavyweight.
He says he has aspirations for heavyweight. Why you?
I'm gonna need you to get to pause, buddy.
All these fantasy questions, bro. Y'all niggas need a pause on yourself.
No, I'm talking about 503 need to get a pause button.
Nah, nigga, yo, the Agnew podcast need a pause button, nigga, because your boy was over there wilding.
Hey, we got a pause button. He just never use it.
Okay. All right, man. Man, we gotta hurry up, bro. Real quick,
I'm finna have to jump off because I'm about to. I'm finna start cooking.
Yeah, okay, bro. Real quick, does this performance alone put him pound for pound on the top 6 usual suspects list? Do he need one more elite opponent name?
No, he's pound for pound. He's number 5. Number 1, Usyk. Number 2, Inoue. Number 3, Shakur. Number 4, Bam. Number 5, David Benavidez. Just like that.
Just like that. Just like that. You've been drinking because you just said Usyk. Ain't he a heavyweight, bro? Well, you going against your
No. Wow. Hold on. No, I'm not. I'm gonna tell you why I'm not. I still feel like Usyk is the baddest man on the planet, but nobody gonna let me live not having him on number 1 or number 2 because he went from cruiserweight and then went to heavyweight. He the baddest man on the planet. Everybody is trying to be him. That's why I don't put him there. And if it's up to me, it'll be Inoue, Shakur, Bam. Then I'd have David Benavidez, and then I have Bivol. That would be my top 5. But and June, don't forget, June Tao just lost. He was number 7, so he's out of there. You got Berturbia. He's been hurt. He hasn't fought since the Bivol fight. It's time to get him up out of there. Bivol is hurt. He ain't fought in a minute. It's time to get him up out of
there. Yeah, man, we got to work on our updated pound for pound list, man. This shit is getting out. Dana Blizzak, man, we need a new pound for pound list, man. This shit is getting out of hand.
We working. And
we
work. Bitch, y'all two niggas need to submit your female pound for pound.
Okay.
I got you, bro. Okay.
I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna fuck with y'all. This was a great show, bro. Sorry I came late and I gotta leave early.
Nah, it's all good, bro. It's all good, man. Let the people know when that Shakur interview dropping, gang.
Tomorrow, y'all make sure y'all tap in. The interview drops tomorrow, and he also stayed for the podcast. That's you know what I'm saying. So y'all gonna hear him. Y'all gonna get some of his takes on the week, what happened this week in boxing and this weekend in boxing. So it's gonna be a great interview and a great show. Y'all gonna enjoy it. Make sure y'all tap in. Hey,
yes,
y'all make sure y'all like and comment and run the motherfucking numbers up, man. Run them up. Let them know if y'all want y'all boxing content. Come fuck with the usual suspects and the Agnew podcast, man.
That's what's up.
That's what's up, man. Yes, sir, man. Yeah, man. Like I say, man, I got the best crew in this motherfucker, man. My boy Mac over there at the Agnew podcast. Shakur Stevenson interview dropping tomorrow. We got Lonnie Daniels coming up real soon on US6 Sports and Entertainment Hub with KG. You understand me, man? New pound for pound list dropping real soon for the women's over there on www.usualsuspect6.com. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, man, we just working, man. Our fella, man. Does this performance alone put him pound for pound top 6, or do you need one more elite name for Mr. David Benavidez, the Mexican monster?
No. I believe he was already on our top 6. He was just in the bottom half. I think he's number 6. Me personally, I believe he moves up into the Yeah, he moves to 4. And that's why I was saying earlier in the show that Shakur gets bumped down on my list. Unfortunately, the fact the level of fashion that he dispatched of a number 2 cruiserweight in Zurdo Ramirez, who hasn't previously been stopped before, I have to put credence on that, bro. I have to put credence to the fact that the man went up 25 pounds and still maintained his hand speed and was doing. He had a special effect, bro. A special effect of a 30, being able to throw a 30 piece. You know what I mean? A 30 piece and still not get tired. So yeah, that's pound for pound type shit. He's deserved. I'm seriously considering him actually bumping Monster Inoue because I was more impressed with once again the performance.
Whoa! You're going too far, bro.
Yeah,
You're going too far,
I said
bro.
considerations.
Bro.
So yeah, upon further review, Benavidez might elevate past Naya Inoue because yeah, that you know what I mean. So hell yeah, the man is definitely high up there on the pound for pound, and he's cemented himself in the top 6.
Salute to the homie Giovanni, man, 1986, man. He say, meanwhile, Dev the only one moving like a pound for pound athlete. How is that, bro? How is Dev
Meanwhile, we still waiting for a Dev fight, bro.
How is that? You know what I'm saying? How is he the only one moving like a pound for pound? You gotta elaborate on that, bro. Salute to my homie Dirt Gang Boss, man. My sis Queen 71 say, I got David in front of all of the little ninjas. Okay. Yeah. boy, Queen. Yeah, like I say, man. For me, I'm gonna say yay. He definitely moving like a pound for pound fighter. You know what I'm saying? I got Dev high up there too. Like I say, I think I put Dev. I want to say I had Usyk, Inoue, Dev, Bam, Shakur, and David. But after this performance, man, I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm probably gonna have to move Dave up, man. Dave might have to. He might get that 4th. I'm not gonna lie, man. It's real hard with that pound for pound shit, bro. Because a lot of these dudes is just performing so damn good. Pause. You know what I'm saying? These guys is really out here putting in some good squabbles, man. All right, man. Real quick, man. We're gonna get up out of here in a little minute. Did Inoue remind the world he's elite, or did he fail to excite the casual fans? Fella, man. Let's go ahead and go to foreign territory real quick. Monster Inoue did have the underwhelming or not so entertaining performance yesterday. And now we got to talk about it, man. How do you feel about Monster Inoue's performance, man? Did he remind the world that he's elite or fail to excite the casual fans?
I think we all know that he's elite and he's a part of he's deservedly a part of elite company. But to be honest, to be real with everybody, I felt that he failed to excite not only casual fans, but maybe some of us hardcore fans. Because me as I guess a quote unquote hardcore fan, I was expecting more of a Japanese kamikaze style of fight where there would be more rapid fire exchanges, um, more blood and guts in result of punches being landed, not from due to the result of headbutts and whatnot. This was more of a high level chess match, which was great in itself, but I think it failed to excite the casual fans, and it slightly disappointed me because once again I was anticipating more of a Japanese war. This was a great event nonetheless. Uh, can be quoted as being the biggest Japanese boxing event that they've had over there thus far. But I don't believe that it transitioned or crossed over into the mainstream of boxing, being for one that the timing. You know what I mean? This was on early in the morning, well, in and around 8 a.m., 9 a.m. Eastern time and whatnot. Um, as well as the fact that it was overshadowed by the spectacular performance that David Benavidez put on. Um, Monster Inoue needed that highlight reel type of viral type moment within that fight to cross over into the U.S. and European markets. Uh, but I think he failed to do that with this performance against Nakatani, though it was good. Yes, he retained his titles against a highly viable opponent who was undefeated, had size advantage over him, but it's still overshadowed by what El Monstro did. El Monstro was the real monster of Saturday night, not Monster Inoue.
Yeah, for me, I think on paper Monster Inoue had the better opponent, right? I don't think that's up for debate. We could all agree that Nakatani was the better opponent over Zurdo Ramirez. That's just my POV, my perspective. Um, but yeah, Monster Inoue did fail to excite the fans, man. Casual, hardcore. Yeah, man. I even seen your boy Budrick, man, in that joint sleep, man, with his arms in his shirt. You know what I'm talking about? That was a crazy angle. You know what I'm saying? They caught that boy, man, in 4K, man, live while the fight goes on, man. My boy Bud in that joint sleep. But they ain't gonna talk about that though. The boy was, and I don't think that was no staged acting. You know, that wasn't scripted. My boy was really in that joint sleep. You feel me? But see, y'all see, but
Nigga
see,
got jet lag, bro.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? But see, they like to, you know, label these, black fighters boring and not entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Um, if you really go back and you really rewatch the fight, which I rewatched the fight this morning. It was a good fight, man. June Tile got hit with some shit. You know what I'm saying? It's being reported that June Tile broke his got his orbital bone broke as well. You know what I'm saying? So Monster Inoue was hitting him with some shit. I just I just think that Monster Inoue wasn't
Check the raps.
yeah. Yeah. I just think that Monster Inoue wasn't as confident and cocky as Benavidez was with his punches. You know what I'm saying? I think Monster Inoue fought a little cautious. He didn't get as reckless as we would want him to get. You know what I'm saying? Because I think Nakatani, he had that shit that could put him out. You know what I'm saying? So he was very, very cautious in that fight. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're gonna see how Monster Inoue move forward. Did Benavidez steal the weekend emotionally, even if Inoue is the better fighter? What say you are, fella? Did Benavidez steal the weekend?
Most definitely. Like I said earlier, unfortunately, due to the timing of Inoue's fight, and for the fact that his performance wasn't as spectacular as David Benavidez, we're looking at the if you're giving somebody danger pay, you're not paying the new way. You're paying David Benavidez for the fact that he went 25 pounds up, fighting a unified champion, and then getting rid of him in the fashion that he did. So he once again did video game type shit, not in one occasion, multiple occasions was he's throwing 20 and 30 pieces. So emotionally, he's won the hearts of the fans right now. Emotionally, he's got niggas like you caping for the old guard. You know what I mean? Benavidez can shit on the whole situation of fighting Jai Opetaia and, and Five cool with it because he emotionally stole the weekend.
You a funny nigga, man. This nigga here funny, man. He gonna put that cape on, man, and fly. Hey, man, but I say this. Did David Benavidez steal a weekend emotionally, man? He definitely tapped into the emotion of the fans, man. And that's always a good thing when you can captivate the moment and steal the fans' heart, right? Even as a black man, you feel me? We knew what this card was. We knew that this card was for the Vatos, for the essays, for the Latinos. You know what I'm saying? This was they shit. This was Cinco de Mayo weekend, man. You know what I'm saying? And Dave, he still captivated, blacks, whites, of course, Mexican, Latino, you know what I'm saying? He did that, you feel me? It was gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to top that, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard to top that, man. Monster Inoue, once again, man, fighting over there in Japan, bro. Like, I understand you want to cater to your people. And like I say, man, don't get mad, bro, when as black men, as black people, as kings and queens in our culture, bro, don't get mad when we want to do shit for our people. Cause clearly it's cool when the Mexicans do it. It's cool when the Asians do it. Don't make it a fucking problem when the black people do it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm asking. Cause we right here supporting it. You see, we doing a stream about it. You know what I'm saying? We watched it. We fucking with it. I don't got no problem giving Davis credit. I don't got no problem giving Jay Opetaia's credit or whoever it is. You know what I'm saying? Monster Inoue, you know what I'm saying? The Inoue family once again. And oh yeah, salute to the Inoue family. You know what I'm saying? Takoya Inoue, right? And his pops. Them boys walked away happy than a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn me. Inoue won. Goddamn me. The pops won. Monster won. Like, hey, them boys is boxing royalty over there. You know what I'm saying? So I respect that. I ain't got no problem with it. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. So it's being reported that Bam is up for a Monster Inoue fight. They're trying to get this fight in the 80,000 seated stadium in Japan, in Tokyo. I'm trying to see what's the name of this goddamn the Japanese National Stadium, which holds 80,000 fans. It's being reported that it's a lead candidate for a Inoue world title fight in 2027. It's being reported that Bam is one of the lead candidates over there. Is Bam skilled enough to disrupt Inoue, or is this another surgical breakdown waiting to happen? What you got on that, Art?
No, I think Bam's definitely skilled enough and young enough to give Inoue possibly his first loss. In preparation to this potential fight, he's also moving up in weight to secure another belt. The fighter that the champion that he's fighting escapes my mind right now, but um, I think this could be in lead up to this fight. I know some of the brothers in the chat are saying that this fight should be in Vegas, but you got to take that up with OG Turkey Johnson, because OG Turkey Johnson is, I think, the main financer behind this fight right here. Of course, Monster Inoue is a ring ambassador, a Riyadh season ambassador at that, as well as Bam. So it's likely, once again, that the reports are strong that this fight will be made in Japan at that national stadium, and it is deserving of 80, 90,000, whatever that capacity is. This fight would sell out over there. Unfortunate for us, we're gonna have to deal with having to watch this fight in the morning at 8 a.m., 9 a.m. Eastern time, which is not the flex. So, as far as in the ring goes, like I said, Five earlier, I think Bam has the ability, the youth, and might be getting Naya Inoue on a little bit of a slide. Not that he's taking a lot of steps back, but maybe he's plateaued. I mean, we haven't seen the constant destruction from Monster Inoue that we're seeing in Bam Rodriguez. So this might be the right time, getting Monster Inoue at the right time for Bam. So yeah, it's definitely enough to disrupt Inoue.
Yeah, man. Okay, man. For me, I'm gonna say, yeah, I think Bam is skilled enough to disrupt Inoue, man. This fight could go either way, you know what I'm saying? It's a 50-50 fight, you know what I'm saying? Bam definitely gonna get tested, you know what I'm saying, if this fight does happen. I mean, this is the fight for Bam, you know what I'm saying? He's moving up in weight. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see how he look in there against Martinez for the WBA title. And I think that fight is next month as well, too. Salute to the Zone. Salute to Eddie, man. Them boys putting their work in. Right? Real quick, man. I'm waiting to see if KG has started the stream. You know what I'm saying? It don't look like he started the stream yet. So I'm trying to wait for my brother to go live, and we're gonna transition to his platform. But I still got a couple of more questions, man. Let's go ahead and get to the boxing hot topics real quick, man. You know, Earl Spence versus Jermell Charlo, man. We know Earl Spence is making his return back to the ring, and this is gonna be an interesting segment, you know what I'm saying? Because I really want to talk about the legacy, the pressure, the money versus the legacy. You know what I'm saying? The draw power, all that good stuff, man. Because Earl Spence said a little, but what he said was a lot, if that makes sense. So I'll ask the question first, man. Who stood on business more, man, Spence or Charlo, when we talking about legacy, money versus the mission? You know what I'm saying? Ticket sales, star powers, accomplishments, man. The reality check, Texas pride. Who stood on business more? Was it Mel Charlo? Was it Earl Spence Jr.? And the reason why I asked this question is because Earl Spence had this to say in response to what Charlo said.
Did you and Mel have a falling out or something?
Nah, we didn't really have a falling out. I mean, dude been dude been kind of, I would say, jealous of me. Dude been kind of jealous of me because I guess he looked at me as I guess PBC, Golden Boy, or something, and all this and that. So, he been jealous of me, but the proof is in the pudding. It's the reason why he hasn't had a fight yet. And it's the reason why I can say, hey, I want to fight, and then I have a fight tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Shit, people tired of goddamn, giving him fights, and then you get in the red because he fighting and he ain't got any fans. Like, where can Jamel fight at and sell out? Can't fight in Houston and sell out. Like, so where is he fighting at?
Did you and Matt have a falling out or something?
All right. Now that's what EJ had to say in response to Charlo. Let me go to The Last Stand with Brian Custer, and this is what Mr. Charlo had to say. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. Let's pull it up real quick. Last Stand podcast. Let's go to Charlo clip.
I think Tim Tszyu win that fight.
Tim Tszyu, huh?
If it's the Earl Spence that I know and the styles make fights, man, they don't get into no headbutts and no head clashes. And man, just going by the last fights, just go by the last fights and what they have done. I know Earl hasn't fought in a long time, and I personally don't think he looked too good against Ugas. And when he fought Ugas, I seen a little bobble in that discombobulation in between the equilibrium. So I thought, maybe Earl gonna take a couple more fights and be done. I don't need to fight Earl Spence, and I don't care to fight Earl Spence. We want to fight them hungry dogs that I could prove a point, knock them the fuck out like what we did back in the days when we said keep running your mouth.
Who do you think wins between Tim Tszyu and?
Okay, that's one male clip, man. I'm gonna hold off right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hold off right there, man. All fella. What you got, man? Who stood on business more, man? Spence or Charlo, man? How do you feel about what's going on currently between the Texas natives, the Texas rivals, and Earl Spence and Charlo? If you was to look back and look at both their careers, who do you think stood on business more?
This is a loaded and easy question. We're gonna have to, of course, go with the big fish standing on business and continuing to stand on business. He was one of the major reasons why the super fight in the welterweight division between him and Bud Crawford was able to come to fruition. He did that. He was a great champion, unified champion before that fight, fighting the best welterweights that the PBC and outside of the PBC could provide, and got rid of them and fought at a level that deemed him of a pound for pound talent. Now, unfortunately, due to the beating that he took against Bud Crawford, he's admittedly taken some time off to reflect, to get his mental situation in check, to enlist a new trainer, take time to acclimate to that new trainer, and now he's ready to go, standing on business, not being a diva. A lot of us Errol Spence fans can easily say, why is he taking this fight, and why is this fight not being done in Texas, where he could sell out an arena easily? he can sell out the American Airlines Arena in Dallas. He can easily sell out, uh, and that's being on a 3-year layoff. Maybe Texas, maybe the AT&T Stadium, Jerry's World, might be out of the question right now, being that he's been uh, on the shelf for so long. But he is decided to take this fight in Australia against one of Australia's favorite sons in Tim Tszyu. Opportunity knocks. Of course, when there's 55,000 fans that are going to be filling up a Australian rugby or football stadium, that's a great opportunity. So he's the man that's standing on business. Charlo is lying down on business and been lying down. You know what I mean? It's due to him is the reason why 154 is scattered all over the place. It's due to him. We have a man in Sebastian Fundora get his number one status with an asterisk on it just due to getting through Tim Tszyu, old Tim Kazoo, a guy that you could ducked. You know what I mean? So you're the reason why a guy named Josh Kelly has a belt, right? Belts all scattered all over the place at 154. Reason why Xander Zayas, one of the youngest champs in charge, got 2 belts. You know what I mean? You out here lying on your lineal status, figuratively and literally. Spence standing on business.
Yeah, for me, like I say, man, this is by far uh one of the easiest no brains. You know what I'm saying? Who stood on business, man? Of course, man, EJ all day. And that's coming from an H-Town dude just on some Texas business. Like you gotta give EJ his card, right? The reason why I say that, bro, is simply because EJ really put the emphasis on sticking to the mission, sticking to the code. Yeah, we gonna get the money, we gonna look good, we gonna pop our ish, but we gonna stick to the mission. You feel me? And he did it with Texas pride. I'm working on something new, y'all. I got these fight cards that I'm trying to make. And this was one of the first ones that I put together. When you look at option 2, right? Money versus the mission. What I talk about all the time. I say legacy versus the money. Or you can go money versus the mission. What was the mission for Earl Spence Jr.? The mission was always to be undisputed. If you ask me, I think that kind of rubbed off on Mel. I think when Mel started going around Earl Spence and going to train with him and Derek in Dallas, and Earl Spence was telling him, hey, bro, this what it is. This what I'm doing. I'm gonna go get all the belts on my side, and then I'm gonna go get that belt from Bud. You feel me? I think that kind of rubbed off on Mel. I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? But I study timelines, I study storylines, I study patterns. In Mel Charlo, the pattern that I seen is when Mel Charlo got with Derek James and got around EJ, they both was on the same mission. You understand me? They was both on the same mission. but one was doing it a little bit more better than the other. One is gonna outshine the other. That's just the way of life. The mission was still the same, but one was doing it on a bigger scale. You understand me? Because I was a guy that was going to these fights. If you've been following my channel, I went to the Mikey Garcia fight. I went to the Ugas fight. I went to the Brian Castano one. You had Mel, who is a Houston dude, fighting in San Antonio. I didn't understand that. You understand me? I didn't understand the H-Town nigga fighting in San Antonio. And this ain't no disrespect to San Antonio, but what the fuck a Houston nigga got to go to San Antonio for? You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem with San Antonio, but I'm just saying, like, we from Houston, Jack. This H-Time. What the fuck we got to drive 2 hours away for to see Mel fight? You know what I'm saying? A Dallas nigga ain't Earl Spence ain't have to go to San Antonio. Why the fuck we got to go to San Antonio? It's little things like that. You understand? That make me wonder, right? But the mission was always the same for these two individuals. I just think one did it a little bit better. He wore it a little bit better, right? It's just like if me and R fella we get on usualsuspect6.com and we get our drip. We both on the same mission of rocking the brand, but our fella might wear it a little bit better than me. I might wear it a little bit more better than R. You feel me? That's just the way the shit go, right? So I think EJ stood on business a little bit more, man, because like I say, that Texas pride, man, he just it's like Mel kind of lost his way along the way, bro. And that kind of did that kind of fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like some of the shit Mel was doing. Right? I didn't like a lot of shit EJ was doing. Both of them made mistakes. But the one thing I can say about EJ though is that EJ, despite all of the shit he did, EJ never turned his back on his day ones, man. Never. Mel, you lost your way, homie. You forgot where you came from. You forgot about the guys that was buying your merchandise, subscribing to your YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? You forgot about niggas that supported your brand. The Lions Only brand, keep running your mouth. You lost your way, bro. So for me, I'm gonna say EJ all day, man. It ain't even close, man. All right. What's harder? Becoming undisputed or beating elite names consistently? Who has the better win at their peak? EJ or Charlo? I want the chat to engage in this too now. What's harder? Becoming undisputed or beating elite names consistently? Who has the better win at their peak? Our fella, what say you?
EJ has the better win. You hear me?
Yeah. Oh, fella, what you talking to me or you talking to KG?
No, I'm talking to you. I'm trying to figure out where that noise is coming from.
That's on your end, bro. That's on your end. Yeah.
Oh, okay, my bad. Okay.
Yeah, that boy smoking that good gasoline over there.
Where's this shit coming from? My phone just started playing.
Yeah. Hey, but you got that US6 playing in the background, so I ain't mad at you, man.
Yeah, no copyrights. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I would have to say EJ edges this one out. We're talking about consistently fighting the elite names, being unified. EJ didn't go all the way undisputed. He fell short of that. However, I think the en route to being unified, those names, the level of opposition, I think is slightly better than what Mel was doing. If Mel was to go up there, be undisputed, you know what I mean, go up to 168 and beat or actually look competitive against Canelo Alvarez, I might have a different take. You might hear something, a different argument, but that didn't happen. He went up there, lied in Canelo's bed, and shit the bed. That's what he did, and then left 154 muck. Niggas snatched his crown, took all of his belts, and the only laurel he has left to stand on is being called the lineal champion. But he's hiding away with that because we haven't seen him since. So to circle right back, EJ is consistently fought the better names. So he has the better win at his peak, and that's Sean Porter in my opinion.
Okay. I think this will be different, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting out the bus with you, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting out the car. Let me out. All right, I'm getting out. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, because the money and the mission was the same. EJ did it a little bit better, right? But who complete the mission? Who really completed the mission? You know what I'm saying? What's harder? Becoming undisputed? Obviously, it was way harder for Earl Spence to become undisputed than it was Charlo, right?
I beg to differ for the fact that times have changed in the 154 Shark Tank. It never was a Shark Tank. It was a good division.
Man, I'm so cold with this shit. I'm so cold with this shit. I got a Bud fan taking up for EJ. Go ahead.
147 was running shit. Was a real glamour division. Real fighters were populated in 147 at welterweight. 154 is not the same division. Could Charlo do the same thing he did with the likes of Xander Zayas, Boots, Josh Kelly, Charles Conwell, Deep Madrimov, Tim Tszyu, who he ducked the shit out of young Baki? Could he do that and go undisputed then within that gauntlet? Nah. Times have changed, bro. So EJ for the win.
Yeah, like I said, man, what's harder, becoming undisputed or beating elite names consistently? One became undisputed and one beat elite names consistently. Whichever one you deem harder is on you. But the facts of the matter is, becoming undisputed for Earl Spence was a little bit more harder. Correct? He ran into a guy named Terrence Bud Crawford that obliterated him, destroyed him, made him look fucking stupid, Made all of the Earl Spence fans look crazy. And that's just how the dice roll sometimes, right? We had to take that on the chin, roll with the punches, and keep our head up and keep pushing. Cool. I ain't got no problem with that. Right? Now, when you look at Charlo, like I say, the mission was always undisputed for both of these guys. I think Earl Spence did it a little bit more better because he had the Texas pride. You know what I'm saying? He had the AT&T, he had the Cowboys backing him, he had the cosign from Yellow Beezies and the Traps, and he had the aesthetic. So he wore it a little bit better than Mel. I give him credit for that, but I'm not gonna give him credit for is completing the mission. Because Mel completed the mission, Jack. And that's a fact. Mel did complete the mission. And I think Mel had the better win at their peak. I think Mel had the better win. I do. I think going back, spinning the block, and knocking out Castano was the better win over any name at 147 that Earl Spence had. If you look at Earl Spence, if we're just talking about better wins, if you look at Earl Spence, biggest wins at 147, our fella said Sean Porter. Earl Spence went life and death with Sean Porter. What separated Earl Spence from Sean Porter, if you go back and you watch the fight, was what? The left hook, I want to say in the 12th round or the 11th round. It was in the championship rounds. Earl Spence dropped Sean Porter. Terrence Crawford came right back and destroyed Sean Porter and made him retire. So that kind of erases what Earl Spence did to Sean Porter. If you go back and you watch him versus Ugas, right? Charlo even said it in the interview with Custer. He wasn't lying. He wasn't lying. It might seem like he hating, and Queen even agreed with what he was saying. He was off a little bit on that fight. Look, we got nervous. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was in the building for that, man. I was nervous when Ugas caught EJ with that shit. Knocked his mouthpiece out, knocked his equilibrium off. I was nervous for that. This ain't no hating. This real shit. And I love both guys equally the same. But if we keeping it real, bro, Mel had the better win, bro. He did. That was Brian Castano, gang. Now, people might don't agree with what I'm saying, bro, but like I say, Mel completed the mission, bro. Even though it probably didn't look as good as what Earl Spence did, aesthetic-wise, he didn't have a football team endorsing him. He didn't have the rappers co-signing him. He didn't have all the glitz and the glamour like Earl Spence had, bro. But he completed the mission. You know what I'm saying? But on that note, man, we're gonna get up out of here, man. I need everybody to click that link right there. You know what I'm saying? The Good Doctor, US6 Sports Entertainment Hub is live right now with Lonnie Daniels, the Smiling Assassin, him and TD Sports Talk, man. Thomas from the Boogie Down to Brizonks, man. Fella, go ahead and close us out, bro.
Indeed, yo, it's another dope Usual Suspect Sunday. And I mean, salute to the Usual Suspect 6. Salute to everybody that was up in the chat engaging. If you haven't smashed that like button, smash that like button and share that stream. Damn right, it's the Usual Suspect 10. Click on the link. Lanny Daniels is in the building right now, giving her tales, giving her boxing experiences and stories. The unified super middleweight champion, live on Tales from the B-Side, US6 Sports and Entertainment Hub. It's your favorite, yet your most hated fella. And I'm Gizon.
Yes, sir. We up out of here, man. Be on the lookout, man, for more content coming soon, man. Shorts, videos, the whole nine, man. You know what I'm saying? We up out of here, though, man. Y'all go tap in right now to my guy, man, KG, US6 Sports and Entertainment Hub, man. Tales from the B-Side with Lonnie Daniels. We up out of here, though. Y'all click that link right now.